Alrighty. We are now on Winey Wednesday Live. Let's actually see if we are live. Alrighty. Oh shoot, I can hear myself. That sounds a little bit too excited. Too excited. Chat filter. I want to see all the messages. Okay. So I was in a kickoff class tonight. So I did not get a chance to prepare the wines. So I'm literally opening it and drinking it and not letting it breathe or anything like that. But I do have to tell you guys, this is my favorite Christmas present ever from like 2 years ago. You swap it around there and it pulls that thing right off. So yeah. I actually have no idea if this goes against any kind of YouTube rule or not, so we'll see. Hi, guys. Hello again, Cindy. Okay. Ooh, pop. That smells good. Okay. And because your girl doesn't have to go to work until 11 tomorrow, we're going to do a crisp pour. Because that is, well, that's actually a little low for a crisp pour. If you guys ever met my husband and asked him to pour you a glass of wine, he would pour you all the way up to the rim. So, yeah. All right. We're going to put this off to the side and we're actually going to do the scrapbooking. Go figure. We're actually going to do the scrapbooking. Welcome to Follow a Sketch February, you guys. This is one of my favorite series of all times. I think I've been doing it since like 2018 or something. I don't know. Many a year. Not sure. I thought you were going to take a swig straight from the bottle. I mean, with the amount of wine the man pours in my glass and I just poured, I might as well. In my wine advent calendar, the bottles are small. I actually have the entire case of the empty bottles over here because I want to take pictures of them. But I drank it right out of the bottle. Yay! Hey, Deb. I know. I ate my dinner during that Zoom. Okay. Let's get to the sketches. Today's sketch, if you guys don't know, they are in the Follow a Sketch February 2023 album in the Scrapping Reflections Facebook group. So here is that album, and there's me on YouTube. This is today's sketch. It is from Creative Memories, and a bunch of people have already decided to take the challenge and do the sketch. So there's banners, 3 different photos, some journaling lines, embellishment, and a dividing thing down the edge here. So I'm going to use my pile of scraps, which I like to call my lovely leftovers. So I have this pile. So these are scraps. Don't know if you know this, but this is about as small as the scrap I keep. So these are scraps. So my plan is to use these up in some kind of way and use these photos of one of the wineries. You people might probably think I'm a lush, but you know what? I mean, maybe I am. I don't know. I'm okay with the person I am. Having a blast with the sketches. Yes, I'm so glad. I've gotten a lot of feedback about the sketches this time. I have no circle photos, which was, I got a couple people thanking me about that. Also got thanks for having multiple photos. The only thing I didn't do this year that I normally do is I include a couple 2-page sketches, but I didn't do that this time. Not to say I won't ever do it, but this time did not happen. Okay, so I have my scraps, I have my photos. I haven't pulled out much besides the paper scraps to have as like ahead and prepared ahead of time because I um, was doing other things. So what I'm going to do is grab a couple things that I picked up at the store the other day. Where did it go? I knocked it down. So these things, where did it go? You guys, I'm gonna have a conniption. I can't find my stuff. This is what happens when your room is an utter travesty. There is some ribbon that I picked up that I wanted to use on this page because not only did your Hobby Lobby have a clearance on Copics and Sharpies, they had a clearance on wedding stuff too. Oh well, I guess I just won't use the ribbon I was going to find something else. So this pearl trim was $1.99. It is a thing that you can cut to width. So that's going to be my center thing. Also got gemstones for 49 cents. They're in the floral section, and some white flowers for 74 cents, also in the floral section. So I need to find a 12 by 12 sheet of paper. You can always stretch the sketch. Yes, you definitely can. Yay, we have people that have not been on lives before. This is exciting. The sketch for Stretch the Sketch Day is actually the same sketch, so I will stretch that one. I've been trying to toss out the really small scraps, but have been problems doing it. You know, I had a huge problem doing that at first, and finally, I was just like, I need to get over myself and just do this because I was stressing myself out so much by having the teeny tiny scraps, and I was making myself miserable. I really am upset that I don't know what I did with that ribbon. Sorry, this is not the same ribbon. This is ribbon that I bought previously. This is not wedding ribbon. I bought this previously back at the end of summer. So this will work. It's just not the one I was planning on using. Okay, so I've got my winery photos. So these are the wines. Wines back there. And I do call the vines wines, like it's whatever. And then this is part of the winery, and this is the parking lot. And yeah, I don't know. Okay, so I'm doing wines. Okay. I know, Kristen, your scraps, every time I see you, I'm like, oh, what is that girl doing? Okay, so I have all of these options, so it's just a matter of how I want to approach this. Like, do I want to have more of a mild, softer, which I do believe I do. So I'm just going to quickly flip through and see what kind of softer, like that is not soft, softer things that I have. That gray. Maybe this tiny little bit of 49 and Market. And this is a little bit too bold, I think, but maybe this. So sometimes I just put together a bunch of stuff and hope it turns out, and most of the time it turns out. But that is because I am an emotional scrapbooker. but I can use this on a card. How many cards do you make? How many cards do you make? I'm not calling you out, but like that was a question I had to ask myself. Like, how many cards do I actually make? And usually when I'm making a card, I don't want to have to use my scraps. Like, I want to be able to go find something beautiful. Like something that, you know, I don't have to kind of have to use a scrap for. Okay, I need a solid sheet of cardstock. And I know I just said I want it to go soft, but no. Okay, I think that what I want is like a cream, wood grain, something like that. So I know that I have wood grains here. And I am going to pull out that one. No, I'm not. That's much more gray next to my blue stuff. I am going to pull out that one. Okay. You make quite a few normally, but have been in a slump. Oh, that's awesome. Hi Sarah. One color per drawer. My scraps got to the point where I was taking up more space with my scraps and storing them and picking, you know, okay, this is a red and this is a pink and this is a multicolor and this is a specialty and this, and it just stresses me out. Yep. Those are lovely leftovers. Lovely leftovers. Okay, so here I have my wood grain, and I need to peek at my layout real quick. Okay, so I'm going to map my photos first. I'm also going to cut them down some. So in the sketch, it kind of looks like a 4x6 and a couple smaller photos. I do believe that I'm going to leave this one as my 4x6. And then I'm going to make 4x4s. And I'm cutting off the parking lot. Actually, I think these are probably smaller than 4x4s. You know what? Do I want to make a 3x3? Yeah, I'll make a 3x3. I'm going to cut off this broad there. I don't need her in my life. Okay, so 3x3. I'm cutting off a bunch of that blue sky. I don't need that in my life. And then over here, I'm gonna cut that off. Cut that off, and we'll cut off more blue sky because there's plenty of blue sky right there. Okay. I mean, I guess I could make that. No, we're not gonna do that. All right, let's see. Oh, wow, I just got like 4 comments. Okay. Leftovers to layouts. That is awesome. I love that series. I love that name. That's so much better than Lovely Leftovers. Oh, okay. So now I'm going to mat these photos. And these will be on this gray. You know, that is a really awesome name for a series. And you know who also comes up with really good series names? Is Crystal from Pineapple Papers. That woman, oops, my stuff just fell on the floor. That woman can come up with the series names. Oh, that one didn't cut out so nice. I guess it's okay. Okay, so my 2 smaller ones are going to have that gray. And then my larger one, I'm gonna do on this one, I think. And on this one, I'm gonna make it there. Oh, am I showing up blurry? Let me reset my Wi-Fi. I don't know if it's me or you, Sandy. It could be me. Not blurry. Okay. I had to adjust your video quality. Okay. I don't know what resetting my Wi-Fi on my phone was going to do, since I'm not using my phone to put out the video. That was weird. Okay, so now I need to place this. Now this is one of my favorite things. When I was scrapbooking in the 90s and early 2000s, using ribbon and trim and stuff like that just made my heart so happy. And I used to have tons and tons of ribbons and trims and eyelash fibers and all those things. And then I got away from it, but I'm slowly bringing it back into my life. And I have to say, I am loving it so much, so much. Okay, so that is there. I am still having a 90s revival. Okay. Now, I originally thought that I was going to do a lot of mixed media on this first layout. Like I was like, I'm going to mix media, and then I'm going to make all my banners different kinds of mixed media, and I'm going to do all kinds of stenciling. And I was like, you know what? I don't want to do that tonight. I want to play with the new stuff I just bought. So that's what we're doing. We're playing with the new stuff I just bought. Okay. So that's going to go down there. And then my original thought was to add a little bit of extra here, or maybe add this as part. I think I'm going to add this as part of the banner. The only question I have is, should I do something to put the, oh, I like that better. All right, so how wide is this pearl thing? Like 2.5 inches? No, like 2 1/4. Okay. All right, so I am going to adhere this down, and we'll see how the ATG holds up. Left live and came back not. Yay! All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That is the center. Okay, put that down, and we'll see how the ATG holds down these pearls, or if I need to pull out the glue gun, because that's been happening a lot. The glue gun, it has definitely been happening a lot. Okay. That's a little bit. So it's definitely going to hold it. I just needed to bring it up because my little pearls were hanging off the bottom of the layout, and nobody wants droopy pearls. Okay. Now what I am going to have to do is put these on some pop foam. So, so they don't lean. All right, and then I need to make my banners over here. So my fun foam, we'll get those. Oh, I love this paper so much, and I keep using it for this side. All right, so how is everyone doing this week? Like what's going on in your life? So we had inventory earlier this week. And I watched a ton of HR videos, like recurrent training videos. Oh, that was just so much fun. So yeah, that wasn't the best time, let me just tell you. Okay, so now that one's there, and I think I'm going to put this one under. No, I think I want to put it over. Maybe I should have put that one under. No. I don't know. It's just feeling a little weird. Maybe it's too far down over. There we go. That'll make me happier. If it's just covering up a little bit of the sky, that makes me much happier than what I had. So, let's see. I mean, that's a lot of ATG right there. All right, so we'll put this down like this, just a little bit over the photo, and that will make me happy. Okay, my YouTube comments are coming in bursts. Trying to stay warm. Yeah, it's cold here right now too. Spring clean the house. I need to do that in this room. I've been saying it for 3 months. I need to spring clean this room, and it's still not happened. I know. I heard so much. So, it's crazy to me. Like Texas is getting tons of, those are your fave. I know. Safe schools training. Yeah. Ugh. It's a pain is what all of that stuff is. It's just a straight up pain. Okay, so I'm going to use this because I think this is gorgeous, but it doesn't need this purple part on it. So I'm going to take that off. And then I'm going to grab my punch that MK gave me. So this punch right here makes fishtail banners because I cannot take a piece of paper, do this, and cut it and make a banner. It doesn't work for me. I don't know what my issue is, what my problem is, but I can't do it. So she was really awesome and sent me this bad boy. And then, oh, I made it, it's wider than the, it's wider than it. It goes up to 2 inches, so. Tra-la, look at that. How awesome is that? And the text is upside down, but it's just gonna be what it is. So So I'm gonna do a couple, 2 inches. I'm gonna do a couple that size, 2.5 inches. I need another piece of this. Maybe that purple's going to happen after all. I think the purple's happening after all, guys, because I want another piece of this. And this time I'll put the text right side up. Still put the text upside down. All right, I need to start paying attention to what I'm doing, I think. School is out again. Hey, Janet, finally ordered pictures from your once in a lifetime. Yes, Jesse, that's how it starts. You think it's going to be a one-time thing, and then you're like, oh, this is not a one-time thing. It's going to be a multiple-time thing. I think I even want to do some of this washi. So we'll put this one here. All right, whoops, slinging things around. All right. Grands, you scrapped 2013 2 months before 2021 visit. Yeah, you know, you just gotta scrap whenever and whatever you feel like. Okay, so we're gonna put that on there like that. All right, so I'm going to trim that down, and then this is how I make my banners, because I am the ditwad that cannot turn my paper and cut it. All right, that'll work. All right, so let's get these bad boys cut, and then we can get the rest of this layout put together. This is kind of a little short, stubby guy, but he's fine. He's fine. Oops, let's do it on the back. Okay, and then this guy can just go right into the punch. Look at that. Okay. Every 3 years. Oh, I'm glad I'm not the only one. You know, I said the same thing, Jesse, but I haven't changed how I take pictures. Plus, we like to see how things have changed. I don't know if I want to keep my banners straight like they are in the sketch, or if I want to kind of angle them a little bit. I think I'm going to kind of angle them a little bit. Like, not an extreme amount, but just a tad. And I'm going to leave some little gaps too, just because I like that. What I'm going to do is cover up that purple flower though. you printed 1,300 pics and made 8 books from 1 week. Oh my word. Okay, I'll put that, get under there. We'll put that there. Okay, and then this guy is going to go underneath of that guy. Does that sketch have a title on it? Nope, just some journaling and some monster flowers. Kristen, I want to join you. I like your title of your leftover series so much better than mine. Okay. So there we have the banners, and I am going to pop up a couple of them on... You used to keep up with getting your pictures printed? Ugh. I don't even print my pictures in the right order. Like, I ordered our Alcatraz pictures, and they're still Disney pictures from our last Disney trip that I haven't ordered. Okay, this needs to be a banner as well. Kristen, how many albums do you have total? I feel like I've asked that question before, but I honestly, I don't remember. Oh, Jessie, can you make your layouts and keep the album for you and then take pictures and make them a photo book of it? Oh, Belinda, I hate when that happens. Okay, so we're going to put that one there. Or should I put that there? I like it better there. I need to put something there, though, because I just put all that adhesive there, or I got to rub off the tape boogies. Need something there. Well, let's rub off the tape boogies. Yeah, Lori, you know, I haven't played in the Marines album in a while. I don't know. It's like I'm blocked right now. You know, Kristen has a good series for that, Belinda. Really good. It's made me cry a couple times. All right, so we need some flowers here. We need some of these. Can I just tell you, this is my favorite storage container for this kind of stuff. Scrap it on the fly. Sorry, scrap it on the fly. Her name is Kristen. Yes. I agree, Janet, and I purposefully am doing his album in red, white, and blue. But some of the things I'm scrapbooking in our family album and in his album, like when he graduated from MCRD, or like when we went to visit him and I got to pin his sergeant, pin him for when he was promoted to sergeant. Like there are things that'll be in both albums, and I'm finding it much easier to scrapbook the things that are in the family albums than it is in the in his themed album. Because you know, I don't like to be limited, and I limited myself. So I don't have anybody to blame for it but myself. But he really, really likes the idea of having a red, white, and blue album. So I'm not going to go back on that just because he likes it, you know? No, he doesn't. See, mine doesn't ask how far I am. He just is like, he's like, do you think I could ever actually come on and do a video with you? And I'm like, yes, Alex, you could definitely come on and do a video with me if you wanted to. All right, this is where I'm going to pull out the glue gun. And I bought, okay, so I bought myself a cheap corded glue gun. I didn't go super cheap because I got the one that goes high and low, but I've used this bad boy so much, I really wish I would have got a really nice cordless one. Does anybody have a cordless glue gun? Yes, see, her series titles are awesome. Okay. Don't do that. I do it with my heat gun too. I like heat up my hand and I'm like, oh no, don't do that. You're scared of glue guns. All right, come up with a series name for a glue gun, girl. You're like on the you were on it today. Okay. My nose is stopping up. I think somebody was wearing lavender essential oil at work today. I am allergic to lavender. And I was stopping up there, and now that I'm home, I'm still feeling stopped up. Like it lingers. All right. Now, I still feel like this needs something down here over top of this banner bit because this is textured and it has this floral. These are definitely not solids, and it's even got the ribbon trim. And this is that floral, but this is just this plain green, so it needs something here. Don't forget to have a small bowl of cool water nearby to put your hand in if you get hot glue on it. Martha Stewart gave that tip. Hi, Alex. You want to come on over? We can, I have the bottle. Oh, a Ryobi hot glue gun. Oh, Denise, you have got to use it, and please let me know how you like it. Belinda, that is hilarious. I had a cheap, tiny little pink one that I think it broke. Something happened to it and I got rid of it, but I don't remember. Alex, I was telling them that you're gonna eventually, one day, come over and scrapbook and do a live. I'm also trying to get Christopher to do a voiceover because he knows way more than he thinks he does. Okay, I gotta figure out something down there for sure. But that is definitely going there. Okay. Oh, this is a little bit bulky. This needs to come off and something else. Like, I'm going to put a brad there, but look at that thing. That's like a seed bead booger. You might, man, it sounds like I'm like obsessed with boogers. I'm like, and the glue boogie and the seed bead booger. I'm actually not obsessed with boogers. I promise. But I do, he was pulling out terminology during Christmas shopping that Brutus Monroe wouldn't even know. I love you. See? I talk about scrapbooking so much, the family just knows. They know how much I love Brutus Monroe. All right. Wow, this is a lot of layers. Oh my word, is this a lot of... You know what? I'm not going to poke through that. I'm going to pull off the brad tines and hot glue this little sucker. All right, Alex, I love you. I'll text you later. Short order mini cool shot super low temp glue gun isn't cordless, but the 3-year at work uses it and doesn't burn herself. Huh. Yeah, I guess I don't need a cordless one because my surge protector is right here. And the only thing that stays plugged into my surge protector is my overhead light. Every other thing I unplug. It makes me nervous. Like my heat tools always gets unplugged. This always gets unplugged. Ooh, I'm getting glue on the flowers. Anything that I might plug in besides the overhead light gets unplugged because it just kind of makes me nervous. Shore order. Oh, shore bonder. Okay. I had no idea. I thought it was a glue gun. Okay, so we're going to put that brad on there without its brad tines. Okay, and I just wiped off the glue gun with my finger. It's fine, you guys. I always say I have asbestos fingers because I can pick up hot stuff while we're cooking. The other people are like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like, "What?" So that's what brand you're... A glue skillet. Yes, there is a... I saw the glue skillet. I had someone come in and ask for it, and it's in the floral department. The glue skillet is. All the other glue guns are on like a fixture. Okay. Still need something down here though. It's like a pot. It's like a hot glue pot. It's kind of awesome. I do have to say though, guys, working at Hobby Lobby makes me want to do all the crafts and not just the paper crafts. And that stresses me out because I can't handle. I don't have room for more crafts. And I feel like if I got a glue skillet, it would be like the gateway drug because they are cool. They are super cool. All right. What do I put here? Maybe a little one of those. We're gonna put this in and close it though. Oh, yeah. The wreaths. Oh, my word. There's so many things. And so many crafty and creative people come in. And, like, I used to make candles. And, oh, that's way too big. So I used to make candles. And, we have candle making supplies. And I'm like, oh, I could get back into candles. And then we have, soap making supplies, and I'm like, oh, how cool would it be to make my own soap? Not for, you know, any kind of reason of, oh, I'm not buying store-bought soap and I'm not doing this, but just for the simple fact that I think it would be cool to make my own. Not, you know, you'd have to get your paycheck in gift card form. Yeah, it's a thing. Okay, I'm just gonna do this. Where are they? So, I'm sure you guys have seen the Copics that went on clearance. I bought every pack we had. And then I went and bought every single one of the singles that weren't in the pack. So, yeah. Normally, I don't spend like this at work. I do have some restraint because I'm careful with my purchases. I only buy what I love. I buy what I will use. But I did this. And then I did this. God, I hope none of my family's watching right now. Actually, I don't care and they don't care. And then I did this because the dual brush pens were on clearance for $3.74. And how can you, like, turn that price down? How can you turn that down? I couldn't. I mean, straight up, I couldn't turn that down. So, yeah. That's why I was asking for Copic storage ideas. And I guess I'm going to need some Tombow storage ideas too. I just didn't want to admit to everyone what I bought. So it's fine, right? Like, it's fine. I have a tremendous amount of stuff. And I'm okay with it. Because I use stuff, right? Like I use. Yeah, Cindy, it's crazy. So it got marked down on I don't know if I want to even add these. It got marked down on Monday. And then today when I went in to work, it was like they were gone. All of them are gone. I had one that still had some in it, like one pack still had some, but they were all gone. So I don't even know how many markers I bought. I gotta count them. I did peel off all the clearance tags off the single ones though, so that did happen. I don't think I have any more brads that'll... Those are all Halloween. Those are not gonna work. I need more brads, you guys. That is... I did not realize how many I've used. Ooh, that's kind of dark. You know what? I'm just going to go for it and add all three. Yeah, it was fantastic. I can't even tell you. sometimes it's so awesome to work at that store, and sometimes it's ridiculous. So what's coming for 2023 stencils? Well, I'm pretty excited about the February stencil of the month. That one is pretty awesome. There's going to be more like not more generic stencils that aren't themed, because I cut what I like, and I'm finding that the themed ones that I'm doing, besides the Disney ones, I'm not using a whole heck of a lot of them. That didn't even stick. So more generic kind of geometric type stuff, because I find them to be super useful. What is coming to the shop that is not stencils is Rosie's Studio and Pretty Little Studio. I got approved for wholesale accounts with them, so those two manufacturers will be coming to the shop. So I am excited about that. What else? We're gonna put one down here. But I want to poke this one because I don't have 1,600 layers to get through. I have a cloud stencil. They are larger clouds. I do have some requests for different versions of stencils that are already in the shop, like the cloud stencil. I was asked to make a smaller, like the clouds to be actually smaller on the layout. So I got some requests in for that. Actually, a couple people have requested that, so that will definitely be coming to the shop. Yeah. One of your favorite stencils. Which one is the cloud one? See, I'm still partial to the All-Star stencil. It was the very first stencil I ever made. The very first stencil I ever cut, and I still love it. And my husband bought me an iPad, a new iPad, and a pencil for Christmas. So I need to figure out how to use that, because I really want to have better cut files than what I offer, because I mean, some of the cut files are awesome and some of them are not that awesome. Like to back them, right? For backing cut files, not as awesome. But to use mixed media on them or use them as an element on your page, awesome. So I need to figure that out. But so if anybody has any classes that they could recommend about creating things on your iPad, I gotta get into the research. I mean, it's February now, and he bought me it for Christmas, and I haven't done it yet, so that needs to happen. Yeah. Yeah, me too. When you're allowed to shop again, oh, like, are you putting yourself on a self-imposed no shopping? You know, I usually do the January spending freeze, but I've changed my spending habits so much. I say that, and I've just bought a couple $100 worth of markers, but whatever. But in general, I've changed my spending habits so much for my scrapbooking stuff that I don't feel the need to put myself on a freeze anymore, because I truly buy what I know I will use. I don't buy things just because they're on sale or just because they're on clearance anymore. And I scrapbook every single day. I mean, almost every single day. There are some days I don't, but I scrapbook a lot. So I just don't feel the need to put myself on a spending freeze. Procreate. Janet, okay, Christmas Day, I literally set up my iPad, and downloaded Procreate. And that's all I've done. I've also, yeah, but do you destash any of it, or do you just keep it? So there have been things that have gone bad. I've had washi tapes gone bad. Mixed media has gone bad. I had Flair from Two Peas in a Bucket that rusted, and that got tossed. There were some things that got broken or just torn apart when we moved across the country. So those things got tossed. I tossed or donated or sold papers that I used to buy, those big thick slabs, not even stacks, like slabs. And they would give you 4 sheets of the same paper, and some of it was god awful ugly. I got rid of that. Old stickers that just weren't my style that people had given me or something like that, I gave to my kids when they were littler and they played with stickers. I just don't want to feel guilty about the stuff in my room. And sometimes I look at how much I have amassed, but I've been scrapbooking since 1996. So, you know, I don't know if it's really that much. You know, 26 years of scrapbooking. How long have I, 96 to 2006 to 2016? I mean, yeah, it's a long time. So, hey, Paula, how are you? And the babies and everything. According to your son, I am a hoarder. You know what? It's okay. Part of the reason why I love this hobby is the organizing it is part of the love of the hobby. Touching the stuff, using the stuff, buying the stuff, collecting the stuff. I had a set of Zig pens. Do you guys remember Zig pens? And they came in that plastic thing, and they were like $100 for this set of Zig pens, and they had 2 brush ends on them. I got rid of them last year. The pens were dried up. Like, I used them and the pens were dried up. And I held on to that thing of pens for so long because when I bought it, like, it was a true treat. Like, I got it on sale with a coupon at Joann's, and it was a true treat that I was able to spend that much money at the time. And I didn't want to let go of it. And even though I'm like, get rid of the stuff that, you know, I have that philosophy, there are still things that like hit and tug on your heartstrings, and it's hard to get rid of that stuff. But finally got rid of them. And now I've replaced it with 9,000 Copics. So we're good. Janet, is it the store I'm thinking of? The other day, Christopher was like, why don't I take you to that scrapbooking store? The Hawaii Islands or whatever it was. And I was like, no, it's fine. And I really, you know what? I should have gone. I was like, it's fine. I just bought myself some stuff. Like, I had just placed an order at Brutus Monroe. And I was like, there isn't anything I really need. So if I go buy it, it's just going to be extra stuff. So we ended up not going, but now I regret it. Oh my goodness. 6 months old already. Time is flying. You never got the Zig markers, but you can refill Copics. Yes, you can. They have the flea market the second weekend in March. The second weekend in March. Ooh, okay. I hope I don't work that weekend. Well, I guess I'm always off on Sunday, so I could go on a Sunday. Oh, there's a layout on the table, you guys. All right. So in the sketch, there's journaling things here. I think I might just journal here on this green thing because it still feels very naked to me. But you can also replace nibs. I do know that So and let's face it, like, did I need all those Copic markers? No. I didn't need 6 different shades of teal. Let's face it, nobody needs 6 different shades of teal, but I wanted them. Gosh darn it. um, and, you know, I gave all of my other alcohol markers to Lana, so I had a bunch of Spectrum Noir alcohol markers and other ones, and I gave them to her because she uses them to color, and now I bought myself the Copics, so here we are. Oh my goodness, you're moving already? Look at you. I know, Paula, I was telling my husband all about your saga, about, you know, not going and moving and your stuff being all funky, and he just was like, I can't. He goes, "Who is this woman?" And I'm like, "It's Paula." He said, have I met Paula? I'm like, "No." Because it's weird. He knows some of you, or he knows of some of you. So he asked that question. Do I know her? No. Okay. I'm just sitting here running my mouth and not scrapbooking. Okay. So, what else should we add to this layout? The title needs to happen. For sure. And I think I want to keep all of my embellishment on this side. I want to keep this side naked, basically. Might as well use this Last Love, even though the L is broken. It's fine. We're going to hot glue this too, because the hot glue gun is out. And I haven't ordered my replacement Nuvo yet. So that needs to happen. I want to put the love here because this is a little bit of trapped space that's bugging me, and most of the time trapped space doesn't really bug me, but if it does, I got to do something about it, and that is happening here. Okay, so I need to put my title. Find that for a second. Let's make sure it didn't kill the video. Nope, I think it's still going. Yeah, it's still going. It did kill my version of the video. Okay, so now I'm going to put on the rhinestones, because why not? Man, I am really getting stopped up. Okay, so my embellishment is definitely staying on this side of the page. This side is going to stay naked. I like the fact that I ripped that flower in half and got 2, but now I just need a title. So let's make that happen. What colors do I got going on over there? Maybe not going to be those because I don't have any E's in that letter package. Don't have any E's in that one. Might not be able to use that color. So I have these. These will work. These are those similar color. These are probably my favorite. Dear Lizzie. Maybe I'm not gonna journal on this at all. It's probably my favorite Dear Lizzie product ever are these thickers. I mean, they don't stick, but cheers. And then we'll pull out these little asterisks because those can be an embellishment. Okay. All right, the question is, do I want them down here? It's kind of not enough space on that banner. Or do I want them here and actually journal on my page? You know, I think I'm gonna put them up there. I went to a retreat once where I didn't journal at all on like layouts about the kids or Christopher or something like that. But I had a picture of a meat sandwich, like a roast beef sandwich, pit beef. For those of you that know what pit beef is. And I journaled like paragraphs about it and I got teased. But you know, I had to wax poetic about some meat. Oh, speaking of meat, I'm just gonna look like I shop all the time. But look, we're gonna put that there. I got this at work. I am aware that I am rare, and I was like, oh my word, I need that. And some people know that I am steak goddess at work, and they were like, that is perfect. One girl, I had to explain it, but it was fine. Okay. Something is going on with my... There we go. Oops. All right, I think that's where I'm going to stop for Follow a Sketch February day 1. I will journal there. Whoops, knocked off the little guy. So now it's gonna stick. So I'm gonna, oh, come on, Nuvo, just give me a little teeny bit. There you go. I think this is where I'm going to do it. Stop. I'm going to journal here. I'm not going to make you guys watch me do that. But this is where I'm going to, oh, what did I do with the asterisks? They're still sitting on the photo. Duh. My target people knew more about the YouTube and stuff. Because I had someone that figured out which Target store I worked at and asked, wouldn't it be awesome if I dropped by? And I was like, please don't. But yeah, I teased, my husband that I was famous. And he didn't believe me until someone recognized me at Walt Disney World. So there we go. So that's just a joke. I don't think I'm a celebrity or anything like that. I just run my mouth at my husband. Okay, the journaling is going to go down. The layout is going to be finished. Every time I watch your videos, Hobby Lobby commercials come on. I do use good use of the giveaway table at retreats. One day I'm not gonna bring anything but adhesive, and I'm just gonna scrap from the giveaway table. I keep saying I'm gonna do that, but I don't know if I actually can. We'll see. Thank you. I'm happy with this one too. This turned out better than I expected, actually. Tell him he can be a celebrity too if he makes a voiceover. Yeah. Yeah, I will be barely bringing anything this time either. So I think we'll figure that out shortly. All right, guys. Thank you so much for joining me for Winey Wednesday Live, listening to me ramble, and watching my layout just sit there for 20 minutes while I chatted at you. I think it would be really awesome if YouTube would figure out a way where we could all chat at the same time. But, you know, so I still have wine, so I need to finish that. Need to text Alex, call my husband back, call Chloe, because she was texting me like crazy too. Unplug the glue gun. All the things. All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching. If you're playing along with Follow a Sketch February, I would love to see your layouts. You can post them in the Scrapping Reflections Facebook group. There is a Follow a Sketch February album. There is also a hashtag. It is FAS Feb23. So Follow a Sketch February 23. And yeah, I am actually going to really shut up and have a, it's called Zoom. Janet, you're absolutely right. It is called Zoom. I should probably make that happen. All right, guys, I will talk to you all soon.